Do you enjoy stunlocking enemies to their death? Or yoinking a player from halfway across the map? If so, then the Devourer is your new man. Aside from copying other YouTubers, you're probably sitting there wondering, what is the Devourer? Is it a boy or is it a girl?
Gives me conniptions.
For anyone who's new and doesn't know what ZS is, I'll give them a quick description on it so they're not completely in the dark. ZS is a game mode for Garry's Mod where you have two teams, the zombies and the humans. The humans' goal is to survive until wave 6 to run to the exfil. The zombies need to stop that and kill all of the human team.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
And in each wave, the Z team will get a boss zombie, the Devourer being one of those bosses.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
But we're not going to go in depth about the H team or the Z team. This video is all about my special boy, the Devourer, and how good he is, despite people complaining about him. And if you're interested, there's an IP in the description below of the server I go on to play this boss. Anyway, let's begin. The Devourer, aka the Dev, is a wave 2 boss that, unlike most bosses, can do a lot more than what you think. Not only can he kill runners, but he can also hook people when a cave has just fallen. And he can also hook people facing through a cave. He can also stop pesky skykaders. And shut down any and all humans, even with the LH weapon, which, if you don't know, is the most powerful weapon in the game. And I know just from saying all that, you'd probably want to play him now. Well, you can, but it's best if you know a couple of things before you do that. I know in my videos I make it look really easy, but it's not. Despite the Dev being a boss zombie, he's pretty weak. The Devourer only has 1400 HP, and to some that may seem like a lot, but when you have a full team of humans that know what they're doing, it's a lot harder.
I don't like where this is going.
Because you, being the wave 2 boss, H-team are going to be ready for you and will most likely try to rush you. Yes, you can use the bow mesh or the nest to heal you, but they're not always going to be there. So it's best to have the mindset that they aren't going to be there so you don't rely on them too much. So you gotta make sure every health sacrifice is worth it. His other weakness is how slow he is. And I'm not only talking about his movement speed. Unlike most zombies that'll just rip apart and eat their prey then and there, the Dev likes to get out a plate and forks and knives before he starts eating, because he has manners. It takes up to 6 seconds for your hook to be recharged and thrown again. So you can't just throw hooks around like they're hand grenades. That doesn't seem like a lot. When you have a whole team on you, it makes it harder to kill the person you've just hooked. Because it is very common for a human team, when they're ganging up on the Dev, put themselves in front of the person who just got hooked, taking the damage for them. The Dev also does little damage, like I'm talking like really little damage. Only 24 damage per swing. That's very low, but not the lowest. The Dev will also give off a sound and animation cue to when he's about to throw his hook. So this gives the humans a bit of time to be able to dodge it. Because of all these weaknesses, the Dev can only focus on one person at a time instead of multiple. But despite all these flaws, the Dev has a couple of tricks up his sleeve. Even though the Dev is able to hook anyone that's in the same country he is, how far can the hook go, you ask? Well, it's hard to say. Source games use a measurement called hammer units, and from what I've heard, the hook can go up to 2,150 hammer units. It's mainly guesswork. The Dev also has a fast swing speed to compensate for the low damage. He can also fling humans far away. He can also help out with camping gens. And if a cave is too wide, the Dev can actually throw a hook through the cave and hook someone inside and pull them towards him. Very nice. Despite people calling the Dev's hook a hook, it's more of a boomerang. Take a look at this for example. The hook hits the wall, then goes to the right, then back to the Dev. So if you're in a room with a runner who's too hard to catch, you could throw the hook at the wall and then ricochet off and then hit him.
Come here, you fucking mongrel!
This makes the hook unpredictable to dodge, as not even the Dev knows where it's going.
Yeah!
And if you run into a runner who's acting like a bunny and keeps jumping, wait until your hook is ready to throw and then throw at the same time. This is so that you and the person you're going for are on the same level, so they can't avoid it. Now that we know the weaknesses, the strengths, and the hook of the dev, it's time to go into strats. Remember when I said the dev is weak? Yeah, he's very weak. It's very crucial that you coordinate with your team, especially on maps like Church, that for some reason separates the bosses from the zombies. I don't know why would you do this? I don't understand. For example, on some maps like Mall, it'll give the boss an option to pick on where they want to go. So you can communicate with your team on which spot you're going to go to so they can build a nest and get ready to fight. This is incredibly important as, like I said many times, you are very weak on your own. And before you spawn in, look around and study on where the humans are and decide which would be the best action of attack. And don't forget, how you act can also get you killed. For example, if you were to rush the H team and then hide in a store or in a building, that just shows the H team that you're too hurt to attack. The best thing to do on a small map is not to attack right away when you spawn, because they'll expect that. Instead, wait a while for their guard to slowly drop down and then attack. Hey, they might even think you're AFK, so they'll just go back to camping Z-spawn, and then oops, everyone died to one butcher and the butcher got 16 kills, game over. I remember when I said the dev can only focus on one person at a time. Well, some humans can profit off of that. For example, it's very common that when a dev hooks someone, the H team will try to punish it. So for this situation, I like to do a trick that I called the two-handed hook. Copyrighted. Instead of focusing on the one person you hook the next person that is behind them so you have two people down. However, the first person you hook will probably be getting back up, so make sure that your teammates are nearby to help kill them. This is also common to use if someone's going out for loot.
Get out of there! Run, man! Run! No! Get it off me! Get it out! Get it out!
One other thing you should remember, camping gens, they've added a new teleport system that instead of one... Oh no, I had a little section here saying, oh, 3 people can go, oh no, it could happen, but no, they removed that. That's depressing. I had a whole thing, I had a whole strategy ready. And another thing they've added as well is that when you're a boss zombie and you're close to the humans, their screen will slowly turn grey, giving your position away. So if you're camping a gen that has loot outside, make sure that you're not too close for H team to know where you are. And I know a lot of players who've played dev get killed in less than 30 seconds and then never touch them again. And if you're one of those players, try them again. So yeah, that's all there is. And now that you have the knowledge, you can spam hook humans to death. I hope you enjoyed. See ya. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. According to YouTube full statistics, only 0.425999 people have subscribed to my channel.